Alrighty, boys and girls, we're back with some more Chroma Zero. I've been thinking a lot about this game ever since I stopped playing it, and I just want to try a couple of things. So first thing I want to try is to do this on this console. So this is rotational as well. Okay, so that's handy to know. What we also probably want to do, let me just click this a whole bunch of times while I'm yapping, is I figured out that we probably want to just go in and clean as many like colors as possible to see if that spawns anything. So I'm gonna start. I think I'm gonna start over here because I think that everything is based on like spawning colors, or at least that's my prediction. And if we are able to spawn all these colors in, I think something will probably happen. So let's try that and see what does happen, if anything. This all might be a gigantic waste of time. Or it might not. Well, so far, it is a gigantic waste of time. What else can we do here? Maybe if I grab these. What are you talking about, my good friend? You can make any color in two ways, adding or subtracting. White always has a full structure, so there's no use in trying to add more. Black has no widths at all, so it's ready for anything. If you want to chat more about color mixing, I'm over on top of Yellow Pyramid. Just fill in all 6 pillars around the base of the pyramid. One of each color to balance the area and strengthen me there. I see. Okay. But that didn't work over here. But it's potentially because we need to actually use the appropriate color, or it's because we have to color in these trees. So let's try coloring in the trees. Because I want to do, oh no, we already have. No, because I want to do as much area as is already possible. And let me just see, if we press T, is there anything that happens around here? No. Also, if we fall from here, we'll just get to the same area, right? Aha. Yeah, to practice rotating things, great, you find it helpful. Yeah, I was just dropping in to figure out, can remove just running at a time, like you. What do you do? Just yell at the rotate button? Hey, Red, just you okay? Yeah, that's exactly what I do, mate. Exactly what I do. The other thing that we could possibly do is, well, let's try doing this while I'm chatting, yadding away. Turquoise, that is blue and green, right? Perfect. This is just green. This one here is yellow, which is green and red. This one's just red. And this one is magenta. So that's red and blue. Okay, that also did nothing, but it was well worth the try, I think. What else are we going to do while we're here? We can still teleport up to the thingamajig. But was there any other areas I wanted to check out? I kind of want to check out this area again, because I've got some thoughts. Number one is that we've never tried. If I press this, this will just do this in white, right? Let me try putting this in red, green, and then finally blue. Now, if we press F here, does this do anything? No. Okay. Well, it seems to be doing some kind of thing, but... Oh, now that's doing something. Okay. So if we hold down F until we hit the whoosh, then we are able to take water away. So let me try that over here, because that would probably make this area a little bit easier, right? Or make these bad boys happy if we do that. So firstly and foremostly, let's go color these bad boys in green and blue, just green, green and red, just red. What's I'm thinking. red and blue, and finally blue. Now that should add those in. Now if we suck this water away, what does this do? Now that these boys have spawned. So the other boy has not spawned. Oh, yes he has. He just, do these guys get mad at me now? No, they do not get mad at me. I was hoping that they would. But I also know that there is other areas with water. So potentially that's a thing. We could also, if this, come over to here. Now let us just move blue for a second. Now we do want to get to, let's move green for a second as well. One is check out all the areas in the green area. And the first place I probably want to check out is this large watery area. Because we ain't been here yet. And two, it's got water on it. I could also go ahead and just make all of these bad boys, you know, the same color. The color that they are. That might be handy to do as well. Let's make this blue thing closed so that we can now teleport up to blue whenever we want as well. Kind of handy for later, I'd imagine. Let's climb up here, grab you. I'll see, you like water slides? I love water slides. It's the only thing I turn on my gravity for. Do you see the meme there that's near those black obelisks? I will flash it every single, but I'm a bit weak there. It's something very important to tell you, so, but as it only happens, I only tell you when you're over there. So if you're done water sliding, go visit me over there. Unless you already have. Linearity is so confusing. Let me, okay, yeah, I do see the U over there. Is there a bad boy in here as well, or no? No, not yet. There is a turquoise little teleporter as well. We could see where that goes, but firstly, let's go down the water slide. Whee! Alrighty. And then let's zoot up this water slide, which is the technical word for it, to be able to go actually inside. Now, well, there's a couple of chromas in here. Zeros, as the game calls them. Hidden stuff under a waterfall? Yeah, sorry, you had to. Have you already talked to me in that room over there? I think I found something super important. Also, I was thinking about all those colourful trees sounding around in the magenta tower. The man in the yellow pyramid likes to tell you my ideas on that, though. I'm a little weak in the yellow pyramid, so make sure you turn all those lights on first and then balance those cubes in there. Okay, I can do that. Inside this red cube is an empty black object. It's one of those cool concentric red spheres. Elsie, I bet you $5 that you can't make the object in there red. No way, no how. Even I can't do it. Of course I have $5. You didn't bring your wallet? Ugh. Well, I could probably make it red if I demolished just reds. But I'm quite a long way from actually being able to do that. Like red's my most common color right now. So let me go. Is this yellow or green? It's hard to tell. It looks more yellow. I hear it looks more green. It's giving out green light as well. This one is definitely green. So there we go. This one's magenta. So that's red and blue. This one is teal, so blue and green. And this one is yellow, so green and red. Aha, perfect, another little chroma. How you doing, my good friend? Thank you for spawning in, by the way. I would get so bored with only 3 axes of movement. How do you manage? Next time a ring breaks, you should pay attention to the things that fall and the things that remain. Or try it in the map room. For a corporeal, I would think that would be useful. I think so too. But I don't exactly know what to do with that yet. Could we make these pink? I always want to make things the color that they are. And I don't really know what that says about myself. And yeah, I'll talk to you in a minute. There we go. Since you arrived, things have been, what's the word, changing? What a feeling. Is it like that for you all the time? It must be your influence. I'd like to show you something. I copied this from inside the magenta tower so you could see it here. Pretty good how, yeah, especially considering I can't even hold a pen. Didn't understand this image before, but now I might. I think it has to do with the order in which the rings lose their power. There's certainly one more key, some way to consolidate their power. Get it up to the light gate to be sure. Another me will teach you one more thing soon, and after that you should meet me up there. This is exciting. I can feel my oscillations getting more frequent. Interesting, yeah. So it looks like the smallest, then the medium, then the large breaks. And I think that when we saw the stuff break, we saw that happen as well. Oh, oh my god. I've just ran off the edge. Hopefully I closed the green behind me. I did not. Oh god. That was entirely my fault. Well, let's make things color while we're here. These interest me as well. Let us quickly go ahead and do all of these. I'll speed this up if it ends up in, well, actually, I'll just speed it up. I was going to say it ends in nothing, but you guys don't want to see this. It's green, as you know. Nah, nah. I've run out of red. Okay. Well, that is somewhat exciting, apart from the fact that I can no longer get to where I wanted to go. But, well, let's do a bunch of that stuff again. But not run out of red this time. We haven't gone to this side yet, so let's go check this out, shall we? I wonder if there's a way to get rid of a specific color as well. Let's turn this back on so that we can actually go. Where is my boy? Aha. Yeah. Let's turn these all on. Wonder if it was just by clicking on them, or if it does need to actually be colored. Well, that did do something, so there we go. Yellow, how you doing? Welcome in. Been up to much? Alright, Chrome. Honestly, don't hang around here too much. Not sure what is going on here. Black is not really my style. This universe had a master sword. I'd totally hide it right under this middle obelisk, though. And I think you might be wondering about the water here in my universe. I bet you could swim through it if you charged up your own energy first. Okay, that teaches us that little story. To remove water, charge your energy, then interact with water. Right, okay. We just did that, but thanks for the little hint anyway. I appreciate it. Okay. Anything else relevant in this area? We got a whole bunch of black little cubes. We need to figure out what these mean and why and how. Maybe they've got something to do with certain faces. That's just my thoughts right now. Let's teleport back up for a second. And it's always good to... Oh, there we go. Perfect. Now I'll close it behind me. Lets me interact with these here blue trees. Yoink. And yoink. Did that do anything whatsoever to any of these here faces? Because it didn't do anything in our immediate vicinity. Now, is there any more? Can we see any more glows? Potentially not. What we could do is take all of this stuff. It is a little confusing, to be sure. To be sure. There we go. Alright, come on. Yes, perfect. What if we do that with all of them? We'll see if that does... Ooh, we'll see if that does anything whatsoever. I don't want to stop running. So, well, there we go. I will. Just for this. So anything in this bad boy. And let's go check out the turquoise little teleporter now. See if that takes us anywhere. It does not. But do you know what that means? We can use the turquoise teleporter for a number of things. but I will talk to you about that later. Let's do this. Perfect. Come on. Now, where does this go if I fall through? Ah, it just goes deeper into the Mars. The Marse. Ah, is there a little... Can we walk through this wall? No. But I know how to get into here. We just need to be able to break reality. Or at least break some reality to be able to get into here. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, okay. Well, let's go to another little blue face while we're down here. By blue face, I mean green face. So let's move this to over to magenta again. I've also kind of figured out what I can do to be able to potentially get reds. I'll talk to you about that in a minute as well. Remember to close this behind me, please. Perfect. Alrighty. So number one is that we're going to color in all these trees. We're also going to color in anything else that we see blockwise. Let's see if that does anything whatsoever. Well, that did nothing. Where's it? Do we? It's here, but it's not strong enough right now. What if we actually color these? Okay, that is all of them again. So, and we still don't get to see this bad boy. What else can we possibly do in this area? Well, there is one thing that I kind of want to do. But that will be giving my game face away too much. But I think that at this stage it's probably welcome to do that. So that's doing this. Now this doesn't take us anywhere, but let us color this, right? Because coloring it blue would make it black, and then we're trapped. So too many colors makes it black. Or it might have been just made it pink, but on the inside. Okay, so let me just cut this bit out, and I'll come back when I've actually found something useful. Alright, what I am going to do is quickly color all these around. 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then I am going to teleport to this when it's at that other position. Maybe red. Maybe I'll teleport it to it upside down actually. Let's try that, shall we? Okay, so now it's upside down. Now you might be thinking there's no way to teleport here, but can we make this red? I think we probably can. Let's try it at the very least. Okay. But did that one automatically lock that one in? Or can we teleport to it? Yes, we can teleport to it, but we can't get out. Okay. Well, I found something out new at least. So, I know that we can make teleporters different colors because we've done it for the green one. But yeah, let me continue to cut all this out. But I think that it's just color theory, right? So is there another red that we can possibly make? I kind of wanted to do white because of, you know, yeah, that's perfect. That's what we want. So we want this to go here. And then we want to close this, of course. We can make this one yellow, which is fine, but let's go ahead and activate these first because I want to see what they do. These squares over here. I can also go ahead and activate these while I'm here. Now, do we want this to be upside down? I mean, if it is upside down, then maybe we can walk along the walls. So yeah, this blue, yellow, pink, and a blue at the top here. Perfect. There we go. We've activated another bad boy. Alrighty. Let's go chat with this Chroma, see what he's all about. Now that he's spawned. But first, and then I feel like we can probably make a yellow teleporter and teleport inside this yellow. But I want it to be upside down first. So bright! Ah, shield my eyes. Do I have eyes? Could have sworn you were just still inside there, still trying to reach the yellow warp. Last time I checked, red plus green light can mix to make yellow. Since I'm mostly made out of light, I check pretty much often. Yep, still accurate. Hey, even green plus red equals yellow. Do you know? Go mix yourself that yellow wall. In a minute. I'm gonna do some things first. Don't rush me, you QB. Alrighty. You guys watched Madoka? Weird change in her no, but there's a character called Cube, which made me think of that. It's a good anime. Watch it if you haven't already. That's my anime recommendation for today. Okay, so green and red is yellow, so we should be able to make a yellow warp if we make this red. There we go. Perfect. Now we want to turn this off and then fall. Right. So that gets us to the top, and we can now walk over and perhaps make things here interesting. So if we press this, what does that do? It darkens up the place. So we probably don't want that. We probably actually want to lighten up the place. There we go. Let's grab some very... okay, I see. So various ones let us light up various cubes. We should probably also turn this on while we're here. But various other lights don't. So now we can see the middle ones, but not necessarily everyone. So let me go turn green off for a mo. And see what that does for us. Does that activate any more cubits? It doesn't, but what if I turn just blue off? Because that should make a red area. Maybe I do this. What if I turn all the lights on there? Because that'll show me the true colors of each of these, right? So yeah, that one is red. This one's green. And this one's blue. Does that do anything? Yes, but we kind of want to do the outside ones as well, because this one currently says that it's white. It actually kind of says that it's green, but it's actually blue. Yeah, perfect. And this one says that it's yellow, but it's actually green. Let's just click both. And then over here we've got a magenta. This is white as well. So let's do red and blue. There we go, perfect. Alrighty. What does that do for us? Okay. We get another little thingamajig. Hello, Chroma. What are you doing up here? Yeah, that's got to be the answer. Hey, listen, I found something that might be helpful for you. You seem to be pretty reliant on those warp boxes to get around here. So your system being corporeal, I guess that makes sense. Anyway, it seems like you've had a hard time finding the blue warps. One is behind the big blue light gate on the blue ring. The other is, oh, cats, I forgot. I better check the map room again. Wait, where even is the map room? Which temple is that in again? Well, if you find it, I'm sure it'd be super useful. In the meantime, those colourful trees surrounding the Magenta Tower have always wanted to be green. Try it? Well, I will try it, but I can't get out of this area right now, right? Oh, I can. Perfect. Almost. Okay. Alrighty, let's go try that in that case. Though I really can't teleport up anymore, can I? Because I've effed myself over. You can't make another primary color teleporter, so... But we could teleport up to red, I guess. So let's try something right now. Because what I want to do is to do this one. Activate all these again. Let's do that. And then what I want to do is grab another red. There we go. And use this opportunity to come over here, solidify this, go into here, swing. Ah, I see. All right, well, I'm gonna do that, but just give me a second to do that. We could also make this one fully colored. I don't know what that would do, but you know, we could. There we go. Let's close that now. Let's activate at least some of these. And I want to fall this way, I think. Because I can't really see it from here. But the thing, and by that, it's the scientific name for a particle, is over this way. Yeah, there it is. So if we jump this way, or at least run, conserve our momentum, then we might be able to fall into here and grab this bad boy. Or not. So let's go. Alrighty, perfect. Perfect. Kind of perfect. A little bit perfect. Not perfect enough. I probably want to push a lot further forward than I'm currently doing. No. Go, 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 go. And then fall onto this bad boy. And then fall onto this bad boy. And then fall inside, or grab this. Aha! Phew, made it. That's enough platforming for now. Been to the magenta area. I don't think adding green is the problem. The only way to remove the other colors though. No, not really. So they all want to be green. I didn't really even think about that. That's hard. That is a mystery for sure. Because yeah, removing colors, not necessarily like we can F and make them white, but then that locks them in being white. We could try it on these trees over here, I guess. So greens are easy enough. You just make them green, right? What about turquoise? If we make those red, that'll just make them white, right? If we make them blue, what? Does that just make them white? Make some green-ish or blue. It's hard to tell with the lighting. We could have a look at the temple of color mixing, which will probably be the answer, right? So let's go. Shall we go to the temple of color mixing? This is color mixing, right? Alrighty. So let's look at what colors make green. So if we turn all of these on, right, these are our normal colors. So if we remove red, then we get green from yellow. Right. If we remove blue, then we get green from turquoise. So we probably... How do we remove a color though? That's the question. Do we just add more of that color? Or, yeah. What happens if we remove green? That gives us a whole bunch of nothingness. So we probably don't want to be removing green if we can help it. Let's remove red and blue. That makes a whole bunch of these green. So what ones does it actually make green? This one and the one at the end, right? So it makes the white one and a whole bunch of these in the middle green. But how do we make magenta green? That's a real question. Because even doing red and blue makes this one not green. Yeah, it's certainly interesting. Something that we can think about. What else? To be able to teleport onto this bad boy here, Yeah, we probably need to fall from the sky, right? But anyway, let's reset because we've done all that we can. We've ruined our green teleporter to make a yellow teleporter, so that's fine. We ruined our turquoise teleporter earlier to make a white teleporter. We can also try our little color theory on the trees to do that. Let's grab some pointers for a second. Now for magenta, do we press red and green? Does that make a yellow tree? Or does that? Oh, that makes a white tree. Okay. What if we just do red on magenta? What does that make? That makes a blue tree, I think. Because red and blue, so that's like, you've got to think about the absences of colors, right? The absence of colors. So if we were to add just the absences, that'll be green, just green, right? Now that makes a white tree because we're adding all the colors together. So how do we take colors away? Is it by adding them all? No, because that makes a white tree. Is it by charging up stuff? Like if we did charge. Can I charge this? Does this take stuff away? Well, no, it doesn't do anything. It looks like charging only works when we're doing it at the pool, right? Because that will make a black, theoretically, right? To reduce the white. But we can't do that here. Interesting. Well, anyway, let us go. I've got to say, I'm a little stumped. Alrighty. Let's get a greenish. There we go. Now, do we want to go to the magenta area? We theoretically could. Could also have a look at, well, we've got the yellow area, got that area. Yeah, I feel like magenta area is the only place I really want to go. And to the temple to break red. But breaking red requires a lot of stuff. So let's just, we can try to break red, I guess. So let's do that. Let's move green. Now, I am going to get red to be a somewhat low number. We need to move green one more time. Let's grab this bad boy while we're here. Yeah, primary colors. Because what we've got right now, right, is addition. And we want to be able to do subtraction of colors. If possible. We haven't learned subtraction of colors yet. Now, how am I going to get rid of a whole bunch of red around here to be able to break this open? I suppose like this. Red. Is there another easy way of getting rid of, like, your points? Probably jumping off, making all these reds, or as many of them as possible at least. Well, actually, we probably want to make all of them red, don't we? We can also see what this does to various colors while we're here. Oh, there we go. Hoop. 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 And then let's quickly come into the blue area. Hoop. And then swim. Aha. There we go. But now we can't make it red. So yeah. But we can make it blue. Look at that. Beautiful. I know that he wanted it red, but that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Is the box all the way around it? Because could we theoretically get... What's the color ring is this? Green? The green to fall. and do that. Also, has that done anything in particular around here? Like, because normally we should have a look at the temple, that temple up there when it's broken, because that might actually let us inside. Oh, where's the map room as well? Probably that is the map room, now that I think about it. Aha, and this also changes the magenta area. So removing red makes it more blue. So removing red and blue would make the ability to make them all green, right? Because red and blue is magenta together. So I've actually figured out basically all of it. I'm very smart. Thank you for noticing. Now this is blue, right? So we could theoretically teleport up onto there if we just we figure out a way over here. So, oh, never mind. We cannot because of the whole world thing. But maybe we can in the future. So I've got a whole bunch of things that I want to try. Let's reset for the meantime. Okay, I feel like quite stupid, but that's all right. So right now, though, if we teleport here, then how are we going to activate blue? Well, we'll figure that out later. Right now, I want to go down to the ground floor. I want to move red to the area in which it's easiest to get rid of green, which will be this area. It just is. And then let's let's get rid of all of green. So that should theoretically make this red here fall. Yes, okay. Now, he wants us to make that red that falls out from under us. God damn it. And now we're stuck. Now, how do I get rid of both red and green? Or red and blue in the magenta area, but also make those green. So I need a whole bunch of greens in the magenta area. Okay, so magenta's area is down the bottom. We also need this one down the bottom, which is fine. We need to move magenta blue around a couple of times. Let's make sure that I'm not running out of blue. No, okay. Because I want to be near running out of blue. But I also don't want to actually run out of blue. Okay. Now we want our red to be fairly close to death as well. But probably, maybe we do want it to die. I don't see why we wouldn't, to be honest. What's our red at the moment? It's 5. So this should make it 3, right? Yeah. And this should make it 1. Yeah, perfect already. So we got 1 blue. And we should have a whole bunch of greens, theoretically. Let's turn this off because we probably don't want to teleport. Or maybe we do. Yeah. Well, we don't. Maybe we do. Well, anyway, let's get rid of our blue and reds over here. So this should bring us to 0. And this should bring us to 1. And then we just get a whole bunch of greens. And we can make all these trees green by doing this. But we want the... So it did stick as green. Okay. Now that green is our only color. And we don't need to worry too much. Yes, alrighty. Perfect. Okay. Yo. How you doing, my friend? So this also tells us how to get up to blue now, right? Oh yeah, I think they like that. Pretty, isn't it? I'll see you're ready for something very powerful. I'll bind a little more of my energy to you if you're willing. Yeah, then you'll be able to destroy things here, almost everything. When you destroy something, it's gone for good, though you'll take all of its energy. Please be careful in how you use this new power, though. Everything here is connected, including me. But Elsie, I think you're ready. I know you'll need this, not because the main map room's temple has no door. Well, yes, that is handy. How can we destroy? Right mouse button, halt. Okay, perfect. Been interacting. Okay, perfect. Easy. Alright, well let's reset now, because we probably don't have too much to do in the green area. But let's get out to, well, let's go immediately down. So we could also grab a whole bunch of colors. But I do want to just quickly run over to the room and destroy it. Aha! Perfect. Yo. Hey, there's that other pesky blue warp. I knew it was around here somewhere. Find a way to use it. I'm up at the light gate waiting for you. I think I have the answer. Oh, this map is both interactive and highly educational. Spend a lot of time on it. Look, you can toggle the warps or even destroy the model rings. Even has some local gravity built in to match the real buttons. Hold the other button and I'll reset it all for you. So destroy away. Okay, thank you. Is there any other T-boys in here? There's a little light over here. Isn't that interesting? Wonder if those are there for any reason. So this should theoretically, yeah, reset. Then can we... So this shows us that there's a red here and a red here. We knew that. There's a green here, a yellow here, a blue here, and a magenta here. This is actually not blue. This is cyan. But we can see the green and the blue warps. The blue warp is on the outside of the wall. So how are we going to get to the outside of the wall? We probably need to get through this hole here, right? Now, how do we get through that hole if it's not at the bottom of the sea? Because if it's at the bottom of the sea, we'll just fall through it. Maybe we want it on the side of the sea. So let's have a look at that. No, because if it's on this side, then the warp's at the top. If it's on this side, then the warp's at the bottom. So where's our little destruction button? Can we try that? Ah, yes, we can. Okay, so let's have a look at what happens when we destroy blue for a second. Oh no, that just resets blue. Can we try to do this? Aha, that does move both of them at the same time. So that's somewhat helpful. But the red and the hole are at the same area. Okay. Alrighty. There's also a whole bunch of the shit that I want to try, now that we've got this destroy ability. So, where is this hole exactly? The hole's over here, right? Right here? Ish? Like under this bad boy? Which I believe is the blue area. We can have a quick, yeah, but we can't see, but we can destroy this. So let's try that. Yoink. We can destroy everything now, but we don't really want to. But there is something else I want to destroy, so let's have a quick look at that while we're here. So yeah, let's get some points back. Come over here. We'll move. Let's destroy this while I'm here as well. Because I do want to theoretically destroy this. Yo. I can't make sense of this symbol, but maybe you can. There are others that are similar too. If you figure out, promise me to tell you what's inside. I can hear something, can't you? You can shift inside of it no matter what dimensions I try to use, but I feel it's pull no matter where I go. Well, firstly, I want to destroy it, but can we destroy and press green at the same time? No, but it won't let us. But destroying it does make them light up like green. So if we've got destroying green, 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 maybe red. Well, you see, the thing is that, you know, what if we right click and press F at the same time? Or if we hold down right click? Or maybe we make this whole area green, which is theoretically possible, but unlikely to actually do anything. But I do want to go to the water temple. And I also want kind of to go to the magenta temple, destroy it to be able to see what's actually inside there. So let's do that now. Ah. Damn it. Alrighty, well, we've only got the one trip, so let's make it worthwhile. Go down to the magenta temple, destroy it, and then fall through. So this is... Oh. Okay. Well, I didn't want to do that. But let's reset for a second. So let's not destroy it from the top so that we automatically fall through the hole. There we go. Perfect. So allegedly, according to the thing, there was something in here that was meant to... Aha! There is a thingy in it. Right there. And there's another one that's flickering in and out over there. But we can't get into there now because of the whole destroyed it thing. But maybe if we flip this over, then we can perhaps fall through it. But we'll need to teleport to the top somehow, which we can do with red fairly easily. But then we'll need to break a teleporter to be able to flip up there. Well, let's try that, shall we, while we're here. So we could try and break this teleporter to make it red. And then, here, go to the top there. Because that red is solid, right? I can just double check very quickly. And then teleport up to that one. That'll let us fall through here, yeah. And then potentially get that chroma. That is a good plan, and I don't see how it can go wrong. The other thing... No, what's my red at the moment? Well, this is going to take a little while, so I might cut this out. Oh no. No! I think that's theoretically a good idea, so we could try that again. So yeah, what's the plan? I've forgotten. So destroy pink. Well, not necessarily destroy pink. We actually don't need to. We just want to teleport above pink. And to be able to teleport above pink, we need to move red to the top here. Now we need to make this red. And so to do that, we need to actually get rid of green. So, is that right? Wouldn't that get rid of the whole green and make this entirely worthless? Also, we want to do it the other way. Maybe this isn't the best idea. Well, instead of doing all of this, which is probably a good idea, but I can't think of it right now, let's simply do the smart thing and go to this area in green. No, this area in green. And this area And blue. Perfect. Now we can teleport up here. We can fall over to here. We can get rid of all of these bad boys. Now, can we destroy this? Does this allow us to destroy? No, the barrier. But we could potentially go through the barrier. I did also notice the barrier falls. But yeah, let's destroy this. No camera. Well, what if I get rid of the no camera rule, hey? Oh, there's a barrier. Or what if I get rid of the barrier, hey? There we go. You didn't think about that, did you? Excuse me, I'm naked in here. Sheesh, don't you even knock? The door was locked 3 times. Wow, interesting. Alrighty. So we got to see the naked orb. I also want to kind of look. No, we can't destroy this map. This is originally taken out of the Magenta Temple. So yeah, we can also... there we go. Come on, thank you. We can also do... what else? That thing there, all you wanted to do right now. So let's try that, shall we? I want to see what that actually does. So we want to get rid of green, and we want magenta to be at top. I actually do feel like getting rid of green will make magenta fall. But well, let's not think about that right now. Let's be silly. There we go. Alrighty. Now, how many greens do we have left? 6. So not too many. So this should be like 5 for 3, right? We also want to turn this off. Yeah, so if we make this green, should be 5, 4, 3. No, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's the green area. Now we want to make this red when it turns off. Thank you. And then we'll fall into the magenta area, which is now gone forever. And so we lost. But the magenta area, is that still there? Like, can we see it? So it's not a half bad idea, because the yellow area is still here as well. And the, well, this is still here as well. If we could turn that back off, then we would be in game. But we can't. We can also not go through this anymore. We've locked it in. So it was not a half bad idea, but it was a bad-ish idea. What's the other way of potentially getting into their hole to be able to get into? Because the only way I can think of is falling it from the top. The other top that we can fall through is essentially this one, right? So that'll be just rotating it one other way. Now there's no teleporters over here on this side of the map, which is the only problem. But there might be. We could also try and make these bad boys sad by deleting all of their precious little stuff. But that's something to think about. We might do that all in the next episode of Chroma Zero. But for now, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, or subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. See you!